DeepSeek, the AI lab behind the reasoning model DeepSeek R1, isn't slowing down. They've just released a new multimodal model, Janus Pro 7B, and I've tested it against Dall E 3 and Stable Diffusion 3 Medium. My findings will surprise many AI art enthusiasts because this newcomer beats these established giants in several reasoning benchmarks. Before you question my judgment, let me walk you through the facts, striking image comparisons, and technical tests that led me to this unexpected conclusion. On January 27, 2025, Chinese AI company DeepSeek launched Janus Pro 7B, an image generation model, further expanding its footprint in the AI landscape. The release comes a few days after the debut of DeepSeek R1, the firm's reasoning model. Like R1, Janus Pro 7B is open source and had impressive scores on benchmarks, outperforming OpenAI's Dall E 3 and Stable Diffusion 3 Medium across multiple metrics. We'll go deeper into the details of these comparisons later in this video. According to a listing on Hugging Face, Janus Pro 7B is not just a minor upgrade, it's a significant improvement that builds on the foundation laid by DeepSeek's earlier models, including Janus, Janus Pro 1B, and Janus Pro 1.5B models. This model utilizes an auto-regressive framework for better multimodal understanding and image generation. As a result, it can process different types of data, like text and images, more effectively. Another key innovation is the split visual encoding system paired with a unified transformer architecture. This combination aims to optimize processing efficiency, which is crucial for handling complex tasks in real time. Now, what are the improvements in Janus Pro 7B's capabilities that make it better than other models? Number 1. The first reason Janus Pro 7B beats other models is its decoupled architecture, leading to smarter multimodal processing. This decoupled architecture is a system that separates visual understanding, which is the ability to process images, from text-to-image generation. I've noticed that while image generation models like Dall E 3 and Stable Diffusion 3 Medium only generate images, Janus Pro 7B can process and generate images and text. Many multimodal models rely on a single encoder to understand and create content. However, Janus Pro 7B takes a different approach by employing two specialized encoders that cater to separate tasks. The first one is the Understanding Encoder, specifically designed to analyze images, identify objects within them, and interpret the relationships between these elements. This targeted focus enhances its ability to make sense of visual data. On the other hand, we have the Generation Encoder, which optimizes text-to-image tasks. This encoder shines in areas like creativity, aesthetics, and compositional accuracy. Due to this dedicated encoder for generation, Janus Pro 7B can produce visually appealing and contextually relevant outputs. It's like having two experts working side by side, each honing their skills to ensure the best possible results. This separation of roles does more than improve performance on benchmarks. It also streamlines the training process. Each encoder fine-tunes itself specifically for its task without interfering with the other. I believe this approach is efficient and effective, as it allows for a more nuanced understanding and generation of content across different modalities. Number 2. The second reason is that DeepSeek Janus's previous version only had 1.5 billion parameters, but they've scaled it to 7 billion parameters, improving visual reasoning and image generation. DeepSeek also expanded training data by adding 90 million new samples for multimodal understanding and text-to-image tasks, including image captioning, structured data, and specialized datasets. Janus Pro 7B outranks Stable Diffusion 3 Medium's 2 billion parameters, and compared to Dall E 3's 12 billion parameters, it's smaller. However, a major upgrade that enabled Janus to surpass them was the introduction of synthetic data into Janus Pro 7B's training process. By carefully balancing real and synthetic data at a 1-to-1 ratio, they incorporate 72 million high-quality synthetic images into Janus Pro 7B. This strategic move led to exciting outcomes I couldn't wait to share. First off, the impact on training speed was remarkable. With this blend of data, the learning process became much more efficient. Not only did synthetic data lead to faster training times, but there was also a noticeable improvement in image stability. The outputs are now smoother and more aesthetically pleasing, which is always a win in my book. Moreover, there was a boost in accuracy as well. The alignment between prompts and images improved dramatically, making the model more reliable. In response to scaling up both the model size and the amount of training data, Janus Pro 7B has stepped up its game in delivering top-notch multimodal performance. Are you enjoying the video? Then give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest updates. Now, let's see how Janus Pro 7B performs against other models when tested across different areas. Number 3. First and foremost, let's examine the text-to-image generation scores, focusing on the GenEval benchmark. When it comes to single object accuracy, which implies how well these models can depict a specified object in a given context, like a red apple on a white plate, the results are impressive. Janus Pro 7B leads the pack with an astonishing accuracy rate of 99%. Hot on its heels is Dall E, which holds a respectable 96%. Meanwhile, Stable Diffusion 3 Medium also shines brightly, matching Janus Pro 7B with its remarkable score of 99%. Each of these models showcases their unique strengths in translating text descriptions into vivid images, making the competition exciting and informative. And that brings us to positional alignment, which basically means how well the AI can place objects in a scene. Janus Pro 7B takes the lead with an impressive 79%. In comparison, Dall E comes at a respectable 43%, while Stable Diffusion 3 Medium lags at just 33%. From this result, Janus is nailing the spatial awareness. Now, shifting gears to color and attribute accuracy is where things get interesting. Janus Pro 7B shines again, boasting a solid 90% for color accuracy and a 66% score in attributes. Dall E isn't far off at 83% for color and 45% for attributes. Meanwhile, Stable Diffusion 3 Medium holds its own with an impressive 89% for color, but drops to 60% for attributes. It seems like Janus is setting the bar high here. When we look at overall accuracy across the board for the GenEval benchmark, Janus Pro 7B comes out on top with a strong score of 80%. Dall E follows with a score of 67%, while Stable Diffusion 3 Medium isn't far behind at 74%. Janus seems to have the edge in several key areas. Number 4. Alright, let's see how well they can handle dense prompts using the DPG benchmark. This test evaluates a model's skill in interpreting and generating images based on detailed descriptions, like envisioning a black dog sitting between a bush and a pair of green pants. It's all about seeing how effectively they can bring these vivid scenarios to life, navigating through the layers of complexity that come with such specific requests. In identifying specific points of interest in images, aka attribute alignment, Janus Pro 7B shines with an impressive accuracy of 89.4%. Dall E follows closely behind at 88.39%, while Stable Diffusion 3 Medium holds its ground with a score of 88.83%. So if you're looking for sharp detail in descriptions, Janus Pro 7B seems to take the lead here. Now let's talk about relation handling, i.e. how these models handle relationships within images. In this area, Dall E takes a slight edge with a score of 90.58%, showing that it can effectively understand how different elements relate. Janus Pro 7B isn't far off, scoring 89.32%, while Stable Diffusion 3 Medium lags at 80.7%. It's clear that when it comes to grasping connections, Dall E is the standout performer. Looking at the overall scores for these models, Janus Pro 7B again takes the top spot with an overall score of 84.19%. Stable Diffusion 3 Medium comes in second at 84.08%, and Dall E is right there with a score of 83.5%. And number 5. Moving on to the real-world example that tests Janus Pro 7B's multimodal understanding. When it comes to understanding real-life images based on specific prompts, these models have their unique strengths and quirks. For instance, when asked to create a photo featuring a potted plant and a black bag, Janus Pro 7B sticks closely to the request. It delivers what was requested, a single potted plant. This model seems to prioritize accuracy in following instructions, which can be refreshing when you want something straightforward. On the other hand, Dall E has its approach. While it incorporates the primary elements of the prompt, it also adds an extra potted plant into the mix. It strayed a bit from the original request. Aesthetically, Dall E often produces polished and visually appealing images, making it a favorite among those looking for more stylistic interpretations. Also, when prompted to create the image of a man enjoying a plate of spaghetti while wearing a hat, Dall E shines. It depicts a well-defined human figure, nailing the details of facial expressions and even the hands with impressive accuracy. It seems to have a knack for understanding human features, which is quite remarkable. On the flip side, we have Janus Pro 7B, which doesn't quite hit the mark. While it attempts to generate a similar image, the results often come out looking a bit off. The anatomical structures, particularly the fingers and face, look distorted or unnatural. And there you have it, folks. Janus Pro 7B is making waves in the AI image generation scene. While it shines at producing real-world-like visuals, it struggles to generate human images, especially the fingers. But hey, no model's perfect, right? Overall, it's exciting to see how DeepSeek continues to push the envelope with its innovations. So what do you think? Is Janus Pro 7B living up to the hype? Or do you believe Dall E 3 still holds the crown? Maybe you even prefer Stable Diffusion 3 Medium. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Make sure to drop a comment down below and let us know which model you like. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.